Hello everyone, welcome to Maruti Degree College. In last class, we come to know the basics of meaning of underwriting and different types of underwriting and what do you mean by marked and unmarked applications. So hope you everyone go to the proforma. So with the help of the same format, we are going to solve one 6 marks question now. So before that, just update the question what I have sent you in the groups. We are going to solve the question in now video. So I'm reading the question. Just go through it. A company issued 10,000 shares of rupees 10 each. So number of shares that the company issued that we have taken into account here. These shares are underwritten as follows: A 7,000 and B 3,000. That means the underwritten shares, what we call it as gross liability. So underwriters, what are the account that they are taken into account of each? The allocation what made what we call it as gross liability. So gross liability is 7,000 shares of A and B is 3,000 shares. After that, the public applied for 8,000 shares. That is what we call it public subscription. That is what we call it as public subscription, and which included the markets applications as follows: A 5,000 and B 2,000, and they have given the information of marked applications. So whenever in the question they have given public applications or shares subscribed and marked applications, we have to find out the unmarked applications. We have to find out the unmarked applications. It is nothing but total subscription minus marked application of all the partners. So determine the liability of A and B. If unmarked shares apportioned underwriters on the basis of gross liability basis and remaining liability basis. So we'll see. So gross liability basis, same as usual format we have to follow. Remaining liability basis, little change, but in most of the cases the question arises from gross liability basis. First step from the question, we need to find out unmarked applications. So unmarked applications, what is the formula? Total subscription or applications received from the public minus marked applications. Total subscription in the question they have given is total subscription in the question, that is public applied for number of shares, is, look at the question, it is 8,000 shares less marked applications. So marked applications information also that they have given directly in the question. Look at the question, A 5,000 and B 2,000. Today you should take A plus B, total 7,000. So remaining what we call it as total unmarked applications. So in every problem, initially after reading the problem, we come to should do first working note is to calculation of unmarked application. That is total subscription or shares applied by the public minus marked application of all the underwriters. So 8,000 minus 7,000, you'll get 1,000 is called unmarked applications. So they are going to calculate the liability on the basis of two bases. One is gross liability basis, another one is remaining ratio basis. So remaining liability basis. So first we'll start with gross liability basis. So initially you can take gross liability is nothing but shares allotted to each partner. Gross liability is nothing but shares allotted to each partner. So first take gross liability. Gross liability. Look at the question, how many shares allotted for A? Underwritten by A 7,000, B 3,000. So underwritten A how much? 7,000, B 3. That is what I call it as gross liability. We are going to take that ratio. That is 7,000 is to 3,000. We can call it as 7 is to 3. When you simplify 7,000 is to 3,000, we get 7 is to 3. On that basis, we are going to distribute the unmarked applications. So unmarked applications is how much that we calculate initially, that is 1,000. So look at the format. Go to next step. First step, take the gross liability. Take the gross liability. Then less unmarked applications on the basis of gross liability ratio. So gross liability ratio is 7:3. So it is 7,000:3,000. You can cancel 303 directly. You will get 7. If simplify, you will get 7:3. So what is unmarked applications? You can calculate first. You can calculate how to distribute. So unmarked applications is 1000. So for A, we calculate first. So 1000 into 7/10. 10 is total of ratio. 10 is total of 7 plus 3, 10. So it will place. So it is A's share is 7. So 1000 into 7/10. You will get 700. Use calculators. It's allowable. So you can calculate 1000 into 7/10. It's 700. Similarly, you can calculate for B. 1000 into 3/10. 1000 into 3/10. It's 300. So like this, you can calculate outside a table. It's not space is not sufficient to make calculations inside a table. If you want, you can do directly with the calci, or you can outside the table. You can calculate the working loads. So when you distribute unmarked applications on the basis of gross liability ratio, A will get 700, B will get 300. So you get next line, you will get the balance. So 7,000 minus 700, 6,300, 3,000 minus 300, 2,700. Then what is next step? Go slowly. First step, take gross liability. Next, less unmarked applications on the basis of gross liability ratio. We'll get the balance. Look at the format. Next step, we have less marked applications. So look at the question. What are the marked applications we have in the question? For A and B, it is 5,000 and 2,000. So for A, it is 5,000. For B, it is 2,000. So direct it. You get the further balance. $6,300 minus 5,000. 1,300 and 2,700 minus 2,000, 7,700. Sorry. So any firm underwriting is there, you can add it. You will get the net liability. Otherwise, this will be called as net liability of the underwriters. So net liability is 1,300 and 700 for both A and B. This is what we call it as gross liability basis. You have further some notes and important points. While explaining the further sums, I can brief you about each note how to treat the further adjustments. So see, we have simple sums on, especially majorly it's on gross liability ratio only. So let's see one sum on remaining liability ratio. Same sum you should take. So take the same problem that once we have done on gross liability basis, and second thing we have done on remaining liability basis. You don't have more questions on remaining liability basis. 90% every question that you are going to solve on gross, 95%, almost all questions on gross liability basis only. Let us have a look on remaining liability basis. So first step, we need to take the gross liability again. So gross liability, what? How much shares allotted to the each underwriter? So first take gross liability. So look at the question. What is the allocation for A and B? A 7,000 shares, B 3,000 shares. So only one change here. See, in the usual format that will take unmarked applications. So it will continue the same for a regular gross liability basis. For remaining liability basis, first step you have to take less marked applications. Plus marked application. Another number of marked application given the question. So get A 5000, B 2000. So reject it. So you'll get the balance. It is 7000 minus 5000. You'll get 2000. 3000 minus 2000. You'll get 1000. So in the gross liability, after adding the marked applications, what are the balance you get? That is what we call it as remaining liability. That is what we call it as remaining liability. To distribute the unmarked applications, should take this ratio now. That is 2000 is to 1000. 2 is to 1. So this ratio should take to distribute the unmarked applications. So unmarked applications remain same that we calculated, that is 1000 only. So less unmarked applications on the basis of remaining liability. Ratio. So remaining liability ratio is 2000 is to 1000, that is 2 is to 1. So you can apportionate for A. What is remaining liability? 2. So 1000 unmarked applications into 2 by 3. Calculate. 1000 into 2 divided by 3. You will get around 667. Point it come, you can round off to 7. 667. Similarly, you can calculate for B. 1000 into 1 by 3. It's around 333. So less it. Calculations made outside the table. After that, you get the final balance. No further adjustments is there. So that is what called as net liability. It is 2000 minus 667, 1333, and 1000 minus 333, you get 667. It is what we call as net liability of the underwriters on the basis of remaining liability. Just have a look over that, but be sure that you have most of the questions on gross liability basis. Thank you.